going, everybody? Thank you for checking this video out. I'd like to dive right into it. This starts on March 26, 2025, when a routine traffic stop reveals two Mexican nationals who entered the United States legally on temporary B2 visas. According to the State Department, a B2 visa or combined B1, B2 is necessary for a foreign national who is traveling through the United States for tourism, and that B2 visa can also cover a short visit for vacation, quote, visiting family, friends, or medical treatment. Cesar Ramon Martinez Solis, 41, and Humberto Ivan Amador Gavira, 24. The two Mexican nationals entered legally into the United States, traveled to Salt Lake City, Utah, where they claimed to have purchased the ammunition, which included 150,000 rounds of .308 and 30,000 rounds of .762 rifle ammunition. So if there's any ammo experts out there, you guys know that the .308 rounds are interchangeable with the .762 by 51 millimeter NATO rounds. The 30,000 rounds were not specified as to which .762 round it was, but essentially all of these bullets from that load, assuming the .762 was by 5.1, they could be fired from the same weapons as the .308. While .762 by 3.9 is typically AK-47 ammunition. The men are currently in lockup, facing federal charges of unlawful possession of ammunition by a foreign national admitted under non-immigrant visa. This is important because they were in the country legally. However, they had entered under false pretenses. How often does something like this actually occur? The average person can do a deep dive into the DOJ press releases and might be surprised to find that things like this are pretty regular. This next one goes back 2 weeks before the Cañon City incident. On March 12, 2025, a Mexican national named Ricardo Paez Quinones was pulled over for speeding in Rawlins, Wyoming. Turns out he's no stranger to law enforcement, as he's been deported twice already. According to the trooper who initiated the traffic stop, Paez Quinones spoke very little English, so he called his girlfriend to translate for him and the officers over the phone. During that search, they found 18,000 rounds of, quote, high-powered rifle ammunition, large sums of cash, and a misdemeanor amount of cocaine. The exact caliber of Paez Quinones' ammunition was unspecified, but ironically, he too says he was coming from Utah, where he purchased the ammunition, so he and his girlfriend could target practice at the shooting range. And then this happens. He was released on an OR bond, which is his own recognizance, set for $20,000, but with the OR bond, he's not required to pay any money down. Basically, he just has to promise that he will show up for his court date. His bond hearing was set for April 25th, 2025, and what do you know? He doesn't show up, so now he's got a bench warrant out for failure to appear, on top of his federal charge unlawfully possessing ammunition as an illegal alien. Paez Quinones allegedly reported his home address being in Colorado, of all places, and as of right now, his whereabouts are unknown. Federal prosecutors argue that he is associated with a cartel and his criminal conduct is indicative of cartel operations. Considering that is the opinion of U.S. attorneys in Wyoming, it could be speculated that U.S. attorneys in Utah as well as Colorado are probably on the same page. This is part of an ongoing initiative called Operation Take Back America. Represented on the map by the 7-point star is Salt Lake City, where we know at least one load of ammunition came from. The police badges represent the two traffic stops, are Rawlins, Wyoming, and Cañon City, Colorado, respectively, where the two busts took place. When looking at the map, of the locations, it isn't hard to speculate that Paez Quinones likely came from Salt Lake City as well. So now where does this leave us? At least 2 separate cases of buying ammunition in Utah headed to or through Colorado by Mexican nationals with potential cartel affiliations conducting potential cartel operations, which the current administration considers acts of terrorism by newly classified terrorist groups. How were these foreign nationals able to buy that much ammunition without being flagged or anyone having any kind of curiosity as to what they were doing or where the ammunition was going? One could argue that the details surrounding these cases and the logistics of all of this ammunition are just too similar to be ignored. What do you guys think? Are we seeing a widespread buildup of cartel armaments and ammunition, or just the inner workings of cartel armaments smuggling? I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Leave me some comments down below and let's see what we can come up with. I've got some more intel that I'll be sharing moving forward, especially with this topic. Also, just wanted to give a quick shout out to Mike Glover, who made a video on specifically these stops, and that prompted me to do a deep dive into the DOJ press releases. It's been shared quite a bit by now, but that's where I saw it first.